They've gone down year after year after year after year on every category 5 straight years. So as that has continued to happen over the last 5 years, people have asked me a lot, well, how is this happening? What have you done to turn the corner and produce these better results? And I always say, well, it's because we have a plan and we have partners. We've talked about the plan hundreds of times over the last 5 years at hundreds of different news conferences, so we're not going to linger on that today. Everyone knows what the plan is, and it appears that it's working, even today. This time last year to this time this year, homicides are down yet more, 20% lower again. And of course, they were lower the year before and the year before. So we've talked about the plan, and the plan appears to be working. We haven't had as much of an opportunity to hear from the partners. If it's about partners and plans, we want to emphasize our partners, because without their work, we wouldn't be seeing the success that we've seen. So today is about these partners, and in particular what our partners are going to do to activate and to bring positive opportunities and experiences to young people. We're going to have summer festivals and parades in every neighborhood in Toledo, 70 different summer program offerings. And again, sure, sports, but it's not just sports. It's everything from urban farming to podcasting, anything that would be positive in the life of a young person, we're offering it. We're going to have 40 different concerts in city parks. Obviously, things like Party in the Park, but also the Levitt Block Series, things like that. 5 city pools and new splash pads opening, movie nights. I mean, we are activating our public spaces, and we're activating our programming for our young people. That appears, you look at the stats, that appears to be working, and that's what we want to continue to do. So we've talked about the plan a lot, and we're excited by the results we've seen from our plan. We want to hear from our partners. So we have a long list of partners that we want to get to, and I want to turn it over next to the councilman. I guess it doesn't quite represent this district, but he is such a leader on public safety and other youth initiatives. It is Councilman John Hobbs.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank the Mayor, and I want to thank our administration for everything that they've done to help our children, help our community with public safety. I want to thank our Council President Denise Williams, in whose district I stand, in big shoes I am filling today. Also, Councilwoman McPherson, who is here, who led last year for our council and our administration to get $1 million out for youth programming on last summer. Today, I want to emphasize a simple truth. Safety begins at home. It starts with parents, guardians, staying engaged, knowing where their children are, who they're with, and helping guide their everyday choices. But safety doesn't stop at the front doors. It extends into neighborhoods. Our neighborhoods are so important. We all have a role to play, checking in on neighbors, looking out for one another. Staying connected to our community makes it safer and stronger. When I was growing up, if I was down the street, Miss Johnson looking out the door, I better be doing what I was supposed to do, because she would tell my mom or tell my dad. Everybody in the neighborhood knew each other. Police officers would stop in the neighborhoods, throw the football with us. Firefighters would shoot and play basketball with us. So our neighborhoods make a difference, and that's what's going to help our community be stronger. Another piece of this is our faith-based community, and it is especially important that we make a strong and strategic effort right now. Our faith leaders and organizations have trusted relationships with families and youth. They bring people together, provide support, and help foster a culture of care and accountability. Your voice and leadership matter deeply. If we work together, families, neighborhoods, faith leaders, local government, the barbershop, the beauty shop, the corner store, if we work together, our community becomes more connected and stronger for everyone. Because safety doesn't start with policy, it starts with people. A few weeks ago, I sit on the board at the Ronald McDonald House. And so they said to me, Councilman Hobbs, we've not had the mayor here at the new house. Could you get him to come? And so I reached out to the mayor and asked him would he come to the Ronald McDonald House so we could show him what we're doing in the community and help these families from all over America. And we're putting on our best, doing our best foot forward. And I look around and the mayor's behind us. And he's engaged with this little girl. This little girl who's probably going through one of the worst times in her life. Her mother, her family, they're there. And the mayor's waving at her and she's waving back. The mayor's making faces at her. She's making faces back. The mayor's, whatever he did, she did back. So the mayor decides that he's going to go over and get closer and engage this young lady. As you know, the mayor, he's a tall man, this little girl. And so there's a distance, but as he starts to get closer, she starts to back up a little bit towards her mom. And then the mayor, and so she's kind of peeking behind her mom and looking. And here's the moment that we all got to understand. The mayor got down on one knee. He got down on one knee. And when he got down on the one knee, no longer was that little girl looking this way, she was looking this way. And she stepped from behind her mom and she came over. He said, give me a fist bump, give me a high five. They slapped all of those things. Why? Because he understood the moment and he met her on her level. He met her where she was. And so many times as policymakers, we think we know what safety is for our neighborhoods and our communities. But until we're willing to talk to people, understand, and meet them on their level, we're going to fall short in our safety efforts. I learned a great lesson from the mayor that day, and I even used it in my message that Sunday morning. Thank you, Mayor. And so let's be willing to engage these young men in the street. Let's be willing while they're playing basketball. Let's be willing while they're riding up and down the street. Let's be willing to engage them and see what safety means for them. Because for safety for a child and safety for adults are two different things, and then let's bring it all together. Thank you.
Councilman Hobbs is good at going off script. But those are very, very kind words. Truth be told, I was actually just looking for a Big Mac. I was told there'd be Big Macs there, but that was a fun experience. I always enjoy spending time with kids, and we all do, and that's part of what we're doing here today. There's a lot of reasons that we're seeing slowly but surely better safety outcomes in our community. But a primary reason is the work of our public safety forces, and we want to hear next from our Chief of Police, Mike Trenley.
All right. Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's never good to go after Pastor Hobbs because it's hard to do that. I'm not getting down on my knees or anything else, so sorry. The message is good, and we're here to talk about our summer that is around the corner, supposedly, even though the weather doesn't cooperate. But as always, when we come into the summer months for policing, safety becomes a little bit of a greater concern because whether it be the kids being out of school, there's a lot more warmer weather, more people are outdoors, being in the parks, at community events, or different types of barbecues or whatever might be happening. So unfortunately, there is a correlation between our summer months and an increase in crime. So as a police department, we obviously take proactive steps to get in front of those and actually have a plan in place to try to address the crime and make sure that our community is safe. From the young children to our elderly, we want to make sure that they're safe and there's plenty of things for them to do. So as a police department, whether it be through our foot patrols, our bike patrols, or our increased, vehicle patrols out there on a given day, we are going to be out there in force trying to make sure that we are working with our community partners, our state and federal partners, to make our communities safer. As we know, last year around the 4th of July, unfortunately, was a particular violent time in our city. So we are actively managing that situation and looking at plans to make sure that we don't have a repeat of that, and that we are going to do everything we can to make our community safe. For kids, there's plenty of things for them to do during the summer. If you don't have anything else to do, reach out to our PAL. We'd be more than happy to get you involved in basketball, baseball, or just other events that we're sponsoring as a police department. Put you in touch with other community partners that get you guys something to do during the summer. So parents, Councilman Hobbs' message is strong. Parents, we need you this summer. We need you to be involved in the lives of your kids and knowing what they're doing, where they're at, and making sure that they're home in time at night so they're not out violating the curfew violation. Curfew violation is something, as a police department, we still use as a tool to address large gatherings, disorderly crowds, or things that appear to be getting out of hand. So we will continue to enforce our curfew, do curfew sweeps. You will still see sweeps with our Ohio State Highway Patrol and doing gang sweeps and traffic enforcement. Those are all part of our plan for this summer, and we will be out in force. But more importantly, we don't want to have to enforce the law and arrest kids and do those kinds of things. We would prefer if we could go a whole summer without making a single arrest, without having to respond to a single shooting. And as a community, nobody knows their streets, their neighborhoods better than you. So please be involved, take an active part this summer, and help us keep our community safer. Thank you.
Raymond Campos, who's the commissioner of our Save Our Community program, is one of our most important partners. When we talk about a plan and partners, we want to hear from Raymond next. There he is. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon. My name is Raymond Campos. I serve as a commissioner for Save Our Community, which is a community violence intervention program from the city of Toledo. We just want to reinforce a critical message throughout the summer. Conflict is normal, but violence is not. We remain committed to our core mission and values through direct services, support, mentorship, life coaching, conflict management, restorative justice, case management, and access to opportunities. These programs are designed to meet individuals where they are, just like Councilman Hobbs said. De-escalate conflict and provide pathways towards stability and success. Year to date, we have completed 35 coordinated responses to incidents of violence, including gun violence within the city of Toledo, helping decrease the likelihood of retaliation and additional violence from those incidents. We've completed 20 conflict management interventions that aim to prevent additional conflict from escalating into violence through restorative justice circles, mediations with families, mediations with students, mediations with community members. We aim to replace all of the risk factors and underlying barriers that our community members and our young people have by providing them with access to job opportunities, mental health resources, mentorship, and conflict resolution skills. Over the summer, our youth, our families are going to gain more access to unstructured time. So Save Our Communities continue to encourage our young people to take advantage of safe places like the one we're standing in now. All of our parks, our pools, our recreation centers. Let's utilize those spaces to make sure we're engaging in pro-social activities. And yes, we would also like to encourage the parents to be present during those times as well. These environments offer positive alternatives to foster connection, mentorship, and growth while reducing exposure to violence and unsafe situations. In addition, to bolster these opportunities, Save Our Community has planned several outreach events. Through the entire month of July, we will be present at all of the public pools, offering community outreach barbecue events, with additional activities in those pools over the summer months. Unfortunately, last year we saw a violent 4th of July weekend. So I'm asking the community and all of our partners to be present at our first ever ceasefire event, where we're going to promote peace and reduce pain. So on July 2nd, from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Glass City Metro Park under the picnic shelter, we encourage our community to join and enjoy a safe, fun activity with your family and get this message out to promote peace and reduce pain. Thank you.
Well, when we talk about reducing crime, we always talk about a holistic approach. It's not just police, but it's also programs that activate opportunities for youth, etc. Likewise, when we talk about safety in general, we have to think about it holistically. We're not just talking about the things that are, historically associated with crime. We're talking about all kinds of safety in our neighborhoods, including safety with regard to traffic and moving about and bicycling and walking, and making sure that part of safety involves being safe from speeding cars and things of that nature. For as much as we focus on those big tragic headline grabbing events known as homicides, the reality is that in Toledo, Ohio today, on May 20th of 2026, we've had as many traffic fatalities as we've had homicides, the exact same number. There's not as much conversation and focus, I don't think, on that second kind of safety. But in reality, in terms of the numbers, it's literally equal at this time this year. We've had 7 homicides. We've had 7 traffic fatalities. So we are going to think about safety across the board in all ways, because there are ways from an urban design standpoint that you can achieve slower traffic through the way you design a neighborhood, the way you plant trees, the way that you build a neighborhood. And so slowing cars, calming traffic, things of that nature, which provides a different type of safety, is just as important to us. And we're going to hear more from that from our next speaker, Stephanie Bartley, who's our Commissioner of Traffic Management.
Good afternoon. As we head into the summer months, we know children and families will be spending more time outside, walking, biking, riding scooters, and enjoying their neighborhoods. This also means we need to be more aware and more intentional about traffic and pedestrian safety. Adults play a big role in modeling good behavior. When we follow safe pedestrian habits, kids are more likely to do the same. Teaching kids to be predictable, using crosswalks and intersections to cross the street, not going between parked cars, and something as simple as walking under a street light in the evening so you're more visible can help. Understanding issues around visibility is something we don't typically think about when we're talking to our kids. Bright colored clothing makes a huge difference in the dark or evening conditions, as well as making eye contact with drivers, making sure the driver is looking at you and not at their phone. When it comes to bike safety, including mini bikes and scooters, it's important to remember that these devices follow the same rules as vehicles. Kids are not generally aware of traffic laws and just want to be out having fun, and this can lead to more injuries. Reinforcing basic rules with everyone can help. You should ride in the same direction as traffic and always obey the stop signs and traffic signals. Being aware of your surroundings, and especially at driveways and intersections. The reality is that these bike and pedestrian crashes can have devastating consequences. Last year, we saw 7 pedestrian and bike crashes that resulted in a serious injury or a fatality. Those 7 crashes involved someone under the age of 20. In 6 of the 7 crashes, the young person was determined to be at fault. Additionally, none of the cyclists or mini bike riders were wearing a helmet. It's one of the simplest and most effective ways to protect yourself. The city's Vision Zero program aims to eliminate fatal and serious injury crashes, and that doesn't just take into account vehicles, it's everyone out enjoying our streets. And we want everyone to be safe. This summer we're asking everyone, parents, drivers, and young people alike, to slow down, stay alert, wear a helmet or a seatbelt, and make safety a priority. Thank you.
Again, it might surprise folks, but we've had as many people in this city lose their lives from an automobile this year than we've had from a handgun. And so we have to think about total safety in the neighborhoods, including traffic safety and getting around and walking around, being able to walk around safely. Quinlan Tyler, who's the Community Affairs Manager from TARDA, is next. Her organization knows a thing or two about traffic safety, and it also knows a thing or two about bringing and connecting our young people to some of the opportunities that we're talking about today. So, Quinlan, not sure where, there she is. Okay.
Thank you, Mayor Kapsakavich. Hello, TARDA is excited to be bringing back our Youth Summer Blast Pass program for the 4th year in a row. Blast Pass is for youth ages 6 to 19. And we are excited to be partnering with the city and all of their great programming. The Blast Pass provides free rides on TARDA Fixed Route, TARDA Flex, and TARDA Move, our paratransit service, from May 25th to August 31st. If you want a safe and reliable way to get your kids to the sports activities, to all the great things that the city is doing, to the parks, to work, put them on TARDA. You can get a Blast Pass online at our website at tarda.com, or at any of the Lucas County libraries. We are grateful for the partnership of our wonderful libraries. Your youth can walk in, sign up, and get a pass. So starting May 25th, this upcoming Monday, they can ride all TARDA services for free, and we're happy to be doing this program all summer long.
Suzette Rushing is the Executive Director of the Wayman Palmer YMCA. It's just one of the great things that our community has been able to bring online in the last couple of years, and the amount of offerings available for youth here are innumerable. We want Suzette to talk about some of them.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for everyone being here. The YMCA has always been more than just a building or a gym. It's a safe space for children, teens, and families to grow and connect and just thrive together. One of our greatest responsibilities is making sure our young people stay active and engaged. We all know our children and our grandchildren, if they stay busy, they stay out of trouble. And it makes it easier for everyone. I'm so glad to hear about some of the other programs. So, Quinlan and TARDA, there's a transportation issues. Kids don't have a way to get from point A to point B. So this program is great. So this summer, we have so many great things going on at Wayman Palmer. We have summer camps, sports of all sorts, where you can learn about a different sport every day. We have our bump set splash. It's a little bit of volleyball, a little bit of swimming, from bugs to butterfly, one of my personal favorites. You learn about a different bug every day. We come outside, we play, we run, we make snacks. Working with our community partners, we're partnering with Big Brothers and Big Sisters, having their Empowering Future Leaders program here. And then we're partnering with the Empower Her Legacy, Dr. Archer and Miss Paris, on the Coils and Confidence. It's a Black hair care camp, and when I tell you it's awesome, it is awesome. There are numerous programs here. The Y is open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. We very much are a mentoring, caring kind of space. I tell people our grandma all day. Stop that, don't do that, quit saying that. But that makes us part of our community. Our park, this park, the city of Toledo, I want to say thank you so much for this park. It is active. We have cheerleading, we have football, there are kids playing pickleball. There's movie nights planned here, and I'm excited about that. So Keeping kids busy is about much more than just filling time. It's about helping them build character, leadership skills, teamwork, discipline, and positive relationships. And I am proud to say Wayman Palmer YMCA is part of that. Thank you.
We are at the end of our formal program, and it is a little chilly. However, before we wrap up, I do want to point out some folks that maybe didn't necessarily have a part in the program, but want to at least recognize them. Councilwoman Sir Sandra McPherson is here, and want to recognize her as a member of City Council. We have a lot of the leadership of Toledo Police Department here. Rebecca Facey is here. She's our city prosecutor, and countless representatives from the different youth programs. I see Jim Molnar, actually, who leads our blight fighting code compliance efforts. That's a big part of safety as well. Again, we have a plan. We've talked about our plan. We also have partners, and today was about introducing those partners. I know, again, it's a little chilly, but there are so many folks here. Is there anyone who just wants to jump at the microphone and talk a little bit about your program? You certainly don't have to, but I see I'm not able to start mentioning. Okay, we see signs, and if we don't, oh, you're taking me up on it. Good. There are QR codes that everyone will have the ability to scan and check. I talked about those 70 programs, but let's hear from anyone who wants to talk about their program.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is Natalie Gray. I'm the Director of Youth Services at the Arts Commission, and due to support from the City of Toledo and the county, I'm about to make 45 job offers to 14 to 18-year-olds in our community. For the Young Artists at Work program that paints beautiful murals like the one we're standing on. But I'm also going to send out 150 rejection letters to teenagers. So our kids need jobs, and organizations like the Y, the Arts Commission, and everybody else that's here, they need your support to keep our youth, like you said, busy, employed. We know employment is a big crime deterrent. So I just want to say thank you from the Arts Commission to the City of Toledo for all of the support. They are creating about 15 jobs this summer, so thank you.
Anyone else? Anyone's welcome. Again, okay, good. Started a trend.
Good morning. My name is Janae Hicklin. I am the founder and CEO of New Leaf Group, and we are having our basketball camp this summer, July 20th through the 24th, and we are proud to have a sponsor this year, which is our TPS, our Toledo Public Schools. Our program will be housed over at Bowsher High School, and it is called Books of Basketball. I believe that you cannot have sports without education. So we combine the two. We want to make sure that they get their heads filled with education, hands filled with basketballs, and their bellies full with food. Thank you.
Sure, okay.
I am Dave Schoaf with Cool Cat Science, and we've got 2 weeks of summer camp at Mosaic Family Zone down on Orchard Street, the middle 2 weeks of July. It'll be full-day programs for children from kindergarten up through, 6th grade, 7th grade. And we'll have robotics, we'll have 3D printing, we'll have Ozobots, and we'll have fairy tale forensics. And we've had this program for 3 years and always filled the house. It's great, very, very low cost, and for every student that comes all 5 days, they get the total refund. Thanks a lot.
I do think there is a perception, when we talk about doing stuff for kids during the summer, that they should play basketball and we do have basketball. We do have sports, but it's so much more than that. Again, you want to learn how to you want to garden, you want to podcast or coding. I don't know if we have it this year, but one year we had horseback riding. I think we had scuba. Yeah, equestrian. We had scuba diving lessons last year. I mean, we have 70 programs. Anything that is going to be positive in the life of the kid, we're offering it, and they're almost always free, actually. In fact, they're better than free because you get a lunch. So we're just trying to activate. And a bus pass. And a bus pass. Anyone else want to talk about your program? Sure, good, okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Zara Preely Collins. I'm the club director of Toledo Urban Volleyball Association, and we run Urban Volley 419. We make volleyball accessible and it's underserved, underrepresented populations. Volleyball is a prep sport, it's really expensive. We find that our youth don't get access to volleyball until 7th and 8th grade, which puts them at a disadvantage to their suburban counterparts. So we make volleyball accessible. We have 6 weeks of camps that's going on that is free. From 6 to 16, we partner all over the city to make sure that our kids can get to us. We're here at Wayman, we're at the Believe Center, we're at Scott High School, we're at International Park. We're doing indoor and outdoor volleyball, and we are the only entity in Northern and Western Ohio that has access to sitting volleyball. So we have all of those programs. It's in the QR code, I think, on the program book. But also you can visit our website to find out about our programs, because not only do we do free summer camp, we also offer travel experiences when we come to the club season. So check us out and come participate with us.
Great. Like I said, we have 70 programs. I don't know if that means we have 64 more speakers. But I think you get the point. We have at least one more.
Hello, my name is Tracy Johnson, and the Monroe Street Neighborhood Center has a Freedom School from June 15th to July 24th. It's Monday through Friday, 8 to 3 p.m. It is a literacy-based camp. We have guest readers that come and speak to our children every day. The kids love it. They read, they enjoy it so much, and our goal is to prevent the summer slide, and we achieve that by about 90%. Our students stay at the reading level that they are at or go higher. So it's a great camp, and we appreciate the City of Toledo for their support.
Hello everyone, my name is Paul Villafranco. I'm the volunteer manager of NAMI of Greater Toledo. I just wanted to speak out on behalf of the mental health community and speak to our services that we like to offer. We like to say that you need to know us before you need us, and we advocate, support, and provide awareness for mental health. So we provide a bevy of services, including support groups and art-centered classes in partnership with the library to speak to mental health issues, to provide that connectivity and community for one another, to break down the stigma and allow community to speak about their mental health issues with one another as peers. So we welcome you out to our building to have these conversations, and are always looking for partnerships to have this conversation spread throughout the community, because we realize that a lot of these issues arise from the stresses that we encounter every day, and so we want to be able to speak to mental health in all the capacities that the community has. Thank you so much. Please look out for NAMI Greater Toledo. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, sometimes there's the sense, sometimes you hear kids say, there's nothing to do. Not true. You certainly can't say that given what these programs represent in our community. The other thing you sometimes say about Toledo is that the weather changes quickly. Yesterday it was 91 and humid. Today we're wearing sweatshirts and coats. So we're going to wrap up before we freeze, but thank you everyone for being here, and thanks for what you do. And as an added bonus, we're going to see a helicopter land at St. Pete's. Not here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Okay.